Good morning. So this reading is for Tuesday, September 10th. And so what I'm doing here is just pulling a little bit about our past. So 3 cards on past energy. One more. Current energy. One more. Future energy. I don't know about you, but I have been getting a lot of new beginnings. It's showing up in the majority of the readings. I'm getting it in the daily readings. Whatever's happening here, there's a lot of things that are closing out. There's a lot of new beginnings that are taking place, and it's showing up here loud and clear again. Looking here, bottom of the deck, we do have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about investing. And so what you're investing in right now, the investment, it's in your future, but it's on this kind of a new way of thinking, this new way of behaving and living, and just all of these things that have been changing. It feels like it's impacting all of us. It's not just about the big picture changes. It's impacting us in our daily lives, these kind of little changes that are taking place, these little modifications. They seem to be kind of building over time. And the universe is saying here, let's keep investing in it. Just keep going with whatever is happening here. Keep investing in yourself, in your own future. When I look at the past energy here, so I am getting the Six of Swords, the Tower, and the Ten of Pentacles. So Six of Swords, Tower, Ten of Pentacles, very interesting energy. The Six of Swords and the Tower are both movement cards. Six of Swords, it's about moving away from something here. The Tower energy, it's about some sort of shakeup. This would have been some sort of sudden change that occurred in the past that caused you to really move on from a situation. You could have been moving on from some sort of marriage or something here that you thought was some sort of stable offer. The sense that I'm getting here in the past was you were in a situation that you thought had a lot of long-term possibility here with that Ten of Pentacles energy, something with a lot of long-term stability. But in reality, it had a very rocky foundation. This was not something that was built to last at all. And when the Tower came in and kind of knocked it down, it caused you to move away from it. It does look like it was a painful type of movement, though. It wasn't something definitely not wanted or anything like that. At the time the Tower hit, it felt, I want to say awful. It felt, trying to find the right word for the feeling. You just didn't want it because it was unexpected. You weren't prepared for it. It wasn't a decision that you made. When you make a decision to move on from something, it feels very different than when somebody makes a decision for you. And it was here, the universe making a decision for you. And that feels, it makes it harder to accept. I'm still not finding the right word for that feeling. So I'm just going to move on and maybe it'll come to me. When I look at the current energy here, I'm getting the Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Five of Cups. So Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, Five of Cups. Whatever happened in the past, whatever the shakeup was, you are looking for something grounded and practical and long-term. And what you're looking for now is something more emotionally fulfilling. The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups to me are coming across as very different energies. The Ten of Cups in the past, if you were in some sort of relationship that you thought had a lot of long-term possibility here, the underlying foundation of this wasn't love and romance. It was money and stability. And so the true connection between you and this other person was missing in the past. That true kind of friendship, emotional kind of connection where you knew you could rely on this person for support, emotional support. I mean, financial support is important too. You want to be able to rely on each other from that perspective. But when times get tough, I mean, the emotional support, being on the same page and really just kind of lifting each other up, That's the most important piece here, and that's where you're getting a shift. That Five of Cups is coming across as you're changing your perspective on things. You're not looking at happiness as it relates to financial stability and security. You're looking at it from an emotional standpoint. And that Ace of Wands energy showing up right in the center indicates that the actions you're taking now are centered around your emotional well-being, your emotional growth. Whatever you want here long term, your primary is now your emotions. When I look at the future energy here, I am getting the Three of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Hermit. There is still some growth opportunity here in the future energy. So the Hermit is a lot of, let me take a step back, let me do some internal reflection on this. It's Virgo energy. It's really kind of getting into those details and really processing everything so that you can heal and move on. The Three of Wands and the Ace of Swords are showing up. The Three of Wands is saying, just be patient. You are going through something. This change, it's not going to be just kind of this fluid change. It's not going to be, okay, the old chapter ended, a new chapter begins, and we're good. We're just going to move forward. That's not how this is playing out. How this is playing out is you're taking steps forward to step into this new beginning, but you haven't fully closed out the old chapter. You haven't fully healed from the past. And until you kind of close it out, which is going to take time, there is going to almost be this kind of back and forth energy, but more forward momentum than backward pull. So it would be something, the equivalent of taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but you're still moving forward because you're still netting 1 step more into this new beginning. That's how this is playing out. Let's get some additional details here. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Nope. Let's see if we can get 1 card on the Six of Swords. Tower. Telling you this new beginning is everywhere. Yeah, here we go. Six of Swords, Six of Cups. The movement here was away from somebody here in the past, somebody that you may look upon this person and the relationship itself with a lot of fondness, but there was an intervention needed because that Tower really did shake something up here. You got something out of that relationship in the past, but you've also kind of firmly put it in the past too. You're not really looking to kind of go back and restart this relationship here. Six of Cups, you might have children with this person that may or may not resonate, but we do have whatever happened here in the past with this person. We've got the Tower with the Fool. So the universe intervened and it really caused you to move away from this person, really kind of end things with this person. It's because you needed to have this new beginning. You are ready for whatever is coming next. And it's one of those things where, I don't know how to describe this. You were always destined to be on this path. And it was, you always had to get to a certain point in your progress before the universe could intervene and really kind of direct you onto the next. It's almost like you had to skip a couple of steps, but you weren't going to be able to do that on your own. The universe here had to intervene in order to kind of like jump to the next level, jump to that next chapter, because this is not a clean cut thing, but you're not. This is like a really interesting energy because it catapulted you, we'll use that word, catapulted you into this new beginning, but you haven't fully exited because you didn't take all of the steps necessary. So between, let's say old chapter, point A, new chapter, point B, or let's call it D, you jumped over B and C. And so the universe said, okay, well, once you get to A, you're ready for this new chapter that's over here, point D, but you skipped steps in there that you normally would have taken in order to get there. But the universe said, no, but you're ready now. You hit this point. We're going to just bump you over. That's it. But what's happening now is that you kind of have to go back and revisit a little bit B and C. You don't have to go back to A. You're never going to go back to A, but you are going to have to deal with B and C as you kind of navigate going forward with D, E, F, like as you continue to move forward here, those steps that you skipped over, they have to be worked on. There's something here that you do need to kind of finish out. I don't know if that's coming across very clear, but that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up from the universe here. So with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm getting the Justice card. So there could have been a legal break from this person. So this could have been a marriage where children were involved and it led to some sort of divorce. That's not going to be true for everybody. It could be here that the walking away from this relationship, the ending of this relationship because it didn't have that solid foundation, is what's kind of balancing you out right now. And that balance is what you needed in order to be able to go from the old chapter and skip over into the new chapter. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. So that one came out pretty quick. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. I'm getting these cards a lot. So with the Ten of Cups, I'm getting Temperance. Temperance is starting to show up in a lot of places. So is Justice. These two cards are both about balance. And so with the Ten of Cups and Temperance, this is emotional balance. You are coming at this from a different viewpoint altogether. You have completely shifted your perspective. Your idea of success and your idea of a happily ever after for yourself have completely shifted. And you went from focusing more on that financial stability, that security there, to focusing on the emotional, because money can be transient, but your emotions aren't. And so really focusing there and prioritizing your emotional well-being is where you are right now. That's what's helping you kind of maintain this balance. The Ace of Wands with the Six of Swords. So this is movement, this is action. The Six of Swords is showing up twice. So it's showing up in your past, it's showing up in your current energy. Whatever happened here in the past, it really kind of gave you this momentum forward. Let's go after what we want here. With that Ace of Wands energy, again, you're going to go after your passions, your motivations. What is going to excite you here? That's the movement that's taking place. We have more movement here. Five of Cups and the Chariot. So Cancer energy has been showing up pretty dominant as well. These three cards, Justice, Temperance, and Chariot, are all over the place. And Chariot, again, movement, but it's also success. So seeing things differently, really switching your perspective on what your happiness looks like, surrounded by success, helping you overcome all of these obstacles and challenges. This is actually what's going to help you kind of navigate those steps that you skipped over, because you're going to look at it from a different lens. You're not going to look at it from a financial lens. You're going to look at it from an emotional lens. It's going to look very different. That healing process is going to look different. You're probably going to move through those steps faster than you realize, because you don't have this slow moving energy of the Pentacles. You don't have that, well, but it was stable, but it was financially stable for me to be with this person. We had a really solid savings account, you know, one of those things. Whereas the emotions were lacking, and you shifting it and recognizing that as your priority now is going to help you see, okay, yeah, that's fine, but I can make money. I can get a job or two and be able to make and cover my own bills. I don't have to be with this person. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. And the Hermit. Yeah. So with the Three of Wands, I'm getting the Six of Pentacles. So the Three of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Three of Wands is patience. I mean, again, we're kind of still dealing with those steps that we skipped over. The Six of Pentacles, it's a card of generosity. And I know I've said this numerous times. It's just my viewpoint on generosity. When you are feeling very good about yourself, you feel like you're able to meet your own needs, you have maybe money to spare or time to spare, energy to spare in some capacity, that's when you're generous. When you feel like I can give back to other people because I feel good about what I have and what I'm keeping for myself, that's where generosity comes into play. That's part of this entire journey. It's about finding that balance, and it looks like you did in the past and you have it in the current energy, holding on to it in this future energy that is helping you to navigate everything very grounded and very stable within yourself. Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups, and what it's also doing is it's opening up new possibilities for you. You do have somebody that's coming towards you. Knight of Cups, this is an offer. Ace of Swords, somebody might come in out of the blue here and make you some sort of offer. But this would be something where their intentions are going to be very clear up front, exactly what they want. Very clear conversation, communication between the two of you. You're going to understand everything very clearly. And with the Hermit and the Ten of Swords, and it's because you've been, your entire lens through which you evaluate all of these conversations, these people coming towards you, all of it, it's going to be very different. You've been doing a lot of work on yourself. The Hermit here is clarified with the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is the end of a painful cycle. This is about putting the past behind you, being done with that energy, not harping on it anymore. This is what you've been working on. You've been putting that painful piece of the past in the past. That's where your entire lens is shifting. This is that healed energy, and making decisions from a healed place is kind of coming in. So this is the reading for Tuesday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.